everybody? Welcome back to another day, another episode, another week, another month of the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Dirty MSG, and on today's show, we're going to be talking about Battlefield 6. Devs admit one of the game's biggest problems is probably still going to be a little bit clunky at launch. We're going to talk about new Battlefield 6 Battle Royale gameplay leaks online. We're going to talk about Blizzard is suing Turtle WoW creators, and we're going to be talking about players are getting $500 from Bungie for playing Marathon for a month. If you guys like what we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern, if you like it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. What's going on, Ward? What's going on, Eclipse? Travis, Big Mo, Sarge. Who am I missing? Big Mad Mo, Water Bear, good morning. All right. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Or actually, you're still in a weekend, right? Because it's Labor Day. It's Labor Day. So it's the 1st of September. It's Labor Day. So, yeah. So I guess people are still in the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. 3-day weekend. This morning I did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff. Still taking down the shed in the back. It's almost completely clean now. We got about another truckload of to get rid of, but we gotta wait. We gotta wait about another week for them to deliver another bin. What's going on, Roadkill? Morning, Winter Rose. Man, I can't believe it's September already. Like, where did the time go? Eclipse was just saying that football season's starting again. Like, what the hell? Like, it was just the Super Bowl, wasn't it? February. Oh, my God. Like, the Game Awards are right around the corner. We got September, October, November, December. Technically, gaming industry ends in, like, November, right? Nothing happens in December until, like, the halfway through January. Then they finally do stuff again. Roadkill says, you guys see the effing spaceship that's coming? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. Waterbear says, I got $87 in credit on Steam. Should I use it for Borderlands 4? No. No. You know what I've been playing? I've been playing a crap ton of Helldivers. Or I should say Helldivers 2. Man, am I loving that game. What a gem. I mean, I played it for 70 hours on PC. Right? And then I stopped, and now I'm diving back in. I already have like 28 hours, something like that. Absolutely amazing. It's so good. Right? So I started playing with just a bunch of randos, and every time you jump in and you do something, it's completely different every single time. Right? So I grinded for some gear or for some war bonds or super credits and whatnot. I've gotten so many super credits in this game in the 28 hours that I've played. I went from 0 to 1,500, bought the democratic one, okay? Got some thermal detonators. I got the eruptor. I got the grenade pistol. Right, I already went through that battle pass. Or the war bond. Already finished that water bond. Okay. Then I got it all the way back up. Okay, all the way back up to 1,500 again, because I went down from 1,500 to 500. Then I got it back up to 1,500. I just picked up the ODST one. Then I unlocked the first page completely. I'm on the second page now. What a fantastic system, right? It's probably the best microtransactions in games, right? Because if you want it, you buy it. And if you don't want it to spend money, you just play the game, right? And I understand, like, people are like, well, it's pay to win, right? I guess if it was against, right? And we had this conversation, I think, with Kinger over a year ago. I don't think it's pay to win because it's PvE, but I think it's if there's going to be microtransactions in a game, the way they do it is completely fair, because they're small $1, $2. They're actually microtransactions. First off, Okay. So if you go to the superstore and you want like a $2 thing, you could buy the $2 skin or whatever it is. Okay. Then if you want the weapons, you have to buy the war bonds. Okay. And the war bonds, each one has different style and different perk or whatever. And you can drop those. Now, if you don't want that, let's say a friend buys the actual thing, right? So one of the guys was like a level 109 or whatever it was. I went into a mission with him. It was full squad. He drops a mech. Okay, he drops a mech, slams it down. I get inside the mech and I can use his gear, right? If he bought a gun from a war bond and wants to drop the pod and let someone else use it, he can do that, right? So it's very cool the way it's done though, man. And there's like the way the missions are done, the way it upscales, or I should say not upscales, the level scales with you. And even on the easiest mode or the challenging mode, it's different every single time. It's such a refreshing game, and no other game could do what it's doing. I don't mean like right now. I don't think any game can do what it's doing because it's in such a specific situation. Because, one, we all know it's Halo, ODST, but now with with Helldivers. We all know it's Starship Troopers, and they combine these two things, and it's perfect. It's perfect. The way they're doing it, the way they're releasing content, the way they constantly update the war effort, okay? It's such a unique game that if another clone came out of it, it wouldn't do as good. It just wouldn't, because there's something about it. There's just something about it that just makes you feel like exciting and fun. But we'll see, because there is a bunch of clones coming. You know there is, right? I know, you know. There's going to be, within 2 years' time, we will have 4 or 5 different Helldiver games-esque type of games. Waterbear says, 30, you know times have changed when Big Mad Mo is buying PlayStation games. He played MLB The Show. Eclipse says, I wish the Tower-born people would have done that if you bought it early. Let's see. Eclipse says, it's nothing wrong with wanting to play games on your preferred platform. You're the same way, Travis. Roadkill says, it's the most patriotic thing I've seen in a long time. Helldivers to brother. I love it. Yeah, it's here's the perfect time. It's perfect for me, Roadkill, because Battlefield 6 came out. And Battlefield 6 got me on this like kick of I want to play. Like this afternoon, we're playing Battlefield 1 again with Mr. Luke. All right, maybe want to go play Battlefield games again, but it didn't make me play Battlefield 6. I'm not getting Battlefield 6 when it comes out, and it's perfect because Helldivers 2 came out. Even though I had it on PC, I prefer playing on console. I got it, and then me and my son have been playing. That's been fun. All right. It's a fantastic game, and I'm glad because I'm gonna put in like 200-300 hours in this game. No joke. Like it's my main game that I'm playing right now. It's not the new car smell either, right? It's like now it's on the console, so now I'm playing it. I absolutely love it. I love jumping in with people. I have this build going on right now where I'm one. If you get the ODST Halo Warbond, the armor does 50% less noise, right? So I picked it up last night after I earned all the super credits in the game because the bugs that we're fighting tomorrow, when we go into their homeland, okay, you can sneak around and you make 50% less noise, okay? So I got that. Then I got a jetpack on, okay? And then I've been jumping up on, like, high places, okay? So I'm a jump trooper, helldiver, jetpack man with an interrupter that is a gun that you can sit. It does high penetration to armor, and it does 1 to 2 shots to anything in the game. 1 to 2 shots in anything in the game so far. Okay? So I jump up high on the buildings or the rocks. I stand out, and I cover my squad. No matter what happens, I got their backs. I'm watching them. Now, you have to learn, right? You have to learn that your gun can kill people because it explodes. It's got high explosive rounds in it. So if I shoot something too close, okay, too close to somebody, I can murder them. I killed a Sarge a couple of times this weekend by accident, but I was protecting him. A Charger was going after him. I went to protect him, and instead I killed the Charger, and I also killed my brother. But, you know, it is what it is. Casualty of war. But the mission got complete. The mission got complete. That's the best part of it, right? So I got this great build going on. So this game is special, man. I can't wait. We actually beat the 6 billion bugs that we had to kill. It's crazy. I've met some really cool people while we're playing the game. I don't know. It's just a fun game. It's just a really fun game. By accident, we got you. I mean, alter no. Honest to God, Sarge is running away. He's like, the Charger's on me. I got you. And I shot the back end of the Charger, and he was standing just a little too close, and casualty of war. Yeah, Clips, wasn't that funny? Like a real lawyer took and broke down the entire EULA for joining the Helldivers, and like compared it to real world, compared it to Helldivers. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I thought it was good. And what's funny, they didn't expect to do well at all. I mean, they expected to do about 250 to like 500,000 people, and it sold 18 million copies. 18 million copies. 12 million copies as of right now. 12 million copies on PC. 5 million copies on PlayStation, and then Xbox right now I think is just under a million. Just under a million. So there's 18 million people playing Helldivers. Yeah, Roadkill, the team or the friendly fire in this game is perfect. It's perfect, right? Because if you drop a mortar and people are fighting them, the bugs get close, the mortar's just shooting the bugs. It just so happens that you're standing too close to the bugs when the mortar goes off. Hell bombs going off. Here's another one, all right? Last night we were playing. I wish I was recording this. Okay, we were up on a really, really tall mountain. Okay, me and my buddy first, right? We were playing. He was getting chased, and I shit you not, by like 20, 25 like hunters and bugs and stuff like that. He's running down the hill. I'm covering him, right? I'm shooting past him. He's running towards me. I'm mowing them all down, like right? I'm using the I was using the heavy machine gun, and as he runs by me, I'm like blowing him up. I'm hitting him with my high-powered rounds. I clear it. I cover his ass. I turn around to run. He turns around to shoot, shoots me right in the face, kills me. Right? I saved him from all of these other terminates and stuff like that. Okay, I turn around, he shoots me right in the head. He didn't mean to. Okay, but it was hilarious. We started laughing so hard because of the whole thing. It was such a good moment. I was like, let's go. I got you. He's running. He's like, help. He's running past me. I'm like, ba, 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 ba. I turn around, dead. I was like, what the hell, man? I just saved you from everybody. Such a good time. Such a good time. Let's start off. Okay. Let's start off with the opposite of such a good time by let's talking about Bungie. Okay. Let's talk about players are getting $500 from Bungie for playing Marathon for a month. That's not enough. It's not enough. The fact that they're paying $500, okay, if I was a game tester, okay, game tester, and the game tester gets paid like $12 an hour, right? 12, 15, whatever the lowest, right? So let's just say you're betting $12 an hour. And I worked for the company. Okay, $12 an hour. I'm putting 40 hours in. Okay, that's $480 a week, right? Now you times that by 4 because they're paying $500. That's almost $2,000 okay, if you were a play tester for the actual game working for the company. Right? $2,000. Do you see why they're paying 500 people or $500 for people to play Marathon for a month? Because it's cheaper. Way cheaper. And people are like, oh my God, I get to play the game early, and they get to market it that, right? People get to play it and be like, oh man, I played it. It's so good. It's so good. But Bungie and Sony are undercutting you by, I don't know, 1/4. Because if they got a tester in the actual thing to actually do the thing, it would take $2,000 to test it. But now they can hire 4 people for the price of 1. If you guys like what I do, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning until noon Eastern. We cover news stories, have conversations, watch videos, give you my thoughts. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. What's going on, Worlds? What's going on, Para? Para says 30. Blizzard sues Turtle WoW. How can Blizzard sue a company using their public code? Blizzard gives away codes to host WoW on developers' page. Very confusing. Well, we'll get to that story in a little bit. All right, so Bungie is continuously testing Marathon behind the scenes and attempts to recover from its poorly received, un-NDA'd closed alpha from earlier this year. While there have been some leaks, including new information about and images shown in visual improvements, the NDA has clamped down on tests keep running with the tight-lipped players. Now Bungie is about to do this most significant test to date, recruiting select testers to play Marathon for an entire month straight, requiring players to play for 1 hour in specific window of the day, every day. Do that, and you can also receive $500 at the end of the month for hitting those metrics. Here's the email sent out. So it's 500. So, all right, every day for a month. All right, so that is 1 hour a day for 30 days. Okay, so that's 30 hours. 30 hours, and if they gave $15, all right, so they're paying $17. Okay, they're paying $17. Right, about $17 an hour. So they are paying the minimum wage. So I retract what I said earlier, because $500, I was like, well, if you're playing that all the time and testing it for them, okay, but there's only 1 hour a day for 30 days. All right, so that's not that bad, okay? It says, quote, we really appreciate your participation and valuable feedback in our monthly closed playtest so far. We're reaching out because you indicated interest in participating in the future researches of opportunity. It says, we would like to invite you to join the Marathon 30-day user research study. It continues by saying this user research study is a play test that will also run for 30 consecutive days from Monday, September 8th to Tuesday, October 7th, including weekends. You are required to play for a minimum of 1 hour daily during a playtest window from 3 to 7 p.m. PST on weekdays, from 2 to 8 p.m. PST on weekends. Okay, the study is 100% remote, so you can participate from wherever you are located. There will also be a short daily survey and weekly survey to gather your feedback. It says, quote, upon completing the study, you will receive a $500 gift card of your choice as you thank you for your valuable time and feedback. If you only complete part of the study, you will only receive a portion of the reward based on a number of days that also you have completed. Oh, so they're prorating it, basically. It says, as you can see, this is available only for those who have done a closed playtest so far, so you can also try to slide in now. Play Marathon for $500 certainly does sound pretty good, but the restrictions here are a little tight, and you also need to have those windows open every day if you want to be a full amount. Yeah, I couldn't do it. for the actual time slots, 3 to 7, that's terrible for me. And 2 to 8, terrible times for me. If I was interested, I couldn't do it. So I'm not interested anyway, but it says if we're talking $500 for 30 hours, it's $16.66 an hour. For that is almost full-time work week. I've seen some jokes saying that Bungie is desperate for people to test Marathon, which is also why they're doing this. But no, that's just not true. And it's kind of a thing that's also common practice for testing. Now, you may notice that this test is running through the date of Marathon was originally supposed to launch, September 23rd. After the poor gameplay debut, closed alpha, and plagiarism scandal, it has been delayed indefinitely and still not have a release date, as Sony has said it, is before March of 31st of 2026. So inside this fiscal year, though, they didn't fully generate that, and I've heard that also still plans internally to hit that mark. Now, fiscal year goals relate to me, like placing high on NPD list of the year, system seems like a stretch for initial receptions of the game, and unlikely it also could be fully turned around. It says that we were supposed to get another update this fall after the dark period, but what's coming out or coming when included likely launch date for more NDAs, more open tests closed to release. So keep doing the closed tests. I think, look, I always find this weird because companies used to, and I'll stand by what I said. They're doing it for cheaper, okay? Yes, it's only for 1 hour a day. Are you allowed to go over that? Because it is from 2 to 8 or 3 to 7. It says you only can get an hour a day. So what happens if you play 3 to 7? What about if you play 4 hours in that window? Are you only, right? It says required to play a minimum of 1 hour daily. So you could get more, right? So technically, let's do this, right? 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. So if you did the 4 times the 1666, that's $66 a day times 30. You're making your full. If you work the 4 hours, you can make $1,999.20. Okay, so you could do that. Okay, you can work for $1,999. So it is a full-time job. Okay, but it's at the very tight mark. So if you're a person that already has a job, you're not going to be able to do it. So it's probably people that don't have full-time jobs or kids that are just getting out of school from 3 to 7 and 2 to 8 before they have to stop playing games before they go to bed, right? So it'll be very interesting to see what happens here and how they do the testing. Again, internal testing. I used to do testing for EA for Madden Football back in the day. It's a full-time job. It's a full-time job. They used to hire QA testers, right? And they would give you sheets of lists of these are things that were reported in the game that was broke. See if you can duplicate it. Let's see if you can fix it. See if we fixed it. You go back in, you play test it, you check it off, you turn it in, and so on and so forth. This was a full-time job. And now they're outsourcing it to people at home. Instead of hiring the person, at least they're paying the actual wage where other people, they let you pay, right? Like right now, most games that come out are broke, buggy, unfinished, and you're paying a pre-order for it. You're paying day one on release. You're playing alpha, $20, $30, $40. As much as I like Grounded 2, right? Grounded 2, people paid $30 for that, right? I didn't because it's on Game Pass, but people on other platforms paid $30 on the platform. They paid $30 if they don't have Game Pass, and that's technically broke, buggy because it's in a test state. But there's other games like that where you pay full price for the game or a price for the game, and you have to wait 6 months, 8 months, 12 months for that game to finish. And that's not right. That should be internally tested for people with actually getting paid and then fix it. But that's not the world we live in today. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is good? Do you think this is bad? It is salary. I mean, they are not salary, but hourly rate, right? So they are paying fair market value for people to do this for this particular game. Do you think this is going to help? Do you think this is not really going to do much for it? This is just another advertisement, I guess you could say, a ploy to give more credence to Bungie's marathon. Like, hey, here it is. We're trying to fix it for you guys. This game, I've been on record saying that Sony can't let this game fail. This cannot be a Concord 2. Okay, right? It has to make it. They will force feed this into the market. If it's good, if it's bad, if it's broke, if it's buggy, it doesn't matter. This game needs to launch for Sony because Sony can't have another hundreds of millions of dollar game fail 12 days after launch, right? And I've been on record saying that this is going to last for about a year or 2 years. They're going to support it. And I believe that. I don't think they're going to cancel it because they put way more money into Bungie than they did for Firewalk Studios for Concord. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments section down below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that this game doesn't launch and also doesn't... I mean, they're going to Skull and Bones it. And what I mean by that, Skull and Bones came out because they had to, because they owned... was it Singapore? I think it was Singapore that they owed money to because they took money from Singapore. What's going on, Ultron? Altered says, I mean, some people are testers and they pay the company instead. I'm looking at you, Battlefield 2042 at launch. Yeah, it's exactly right. Let me see who else is saying stuff. Let's see. So where do you sign to get the $500? You have to already be a tester. So you have to sign up to be a tester, like you were already testing the game, and then you can apply for that. Z says, I work remote. They will 110% get people to play more than 1 hour per day. Yeah, people do that. People do that for free, Z. For free. People are like, I get to play the game and I get paid? All right, cool. I was like, what the hell is happening outside? Altern says, I hope it's not $500 credit for the Bungie store. Yeah, it's a gift card. It's a gift card. How do they work that out? Is it a gift card? It probably is. Get this, right, Altern? It's a $500 gift card, so when they come out with their next raid in Bungie and you do the raid, you can pay $250 to get the raid jacket. That's what it is. Eclipse says, a lot of the NDA stuff I've done has a program that also has a timer on it. And once that time is up, you can't play the game anymore. Interesting. Interesting. El Dente says, is 12 days the record for Concord? Because I was more interested in Concord than I am in the Marathon. Yeah, 12 days. 12 days is when Concord closed down, El Dente. What's wrong, Kylo? Come on, Mr. Luke. Oh, by the way, Always Online got released. I'm not sure if it's up on Spotify. It should happen sometime today. It got approved this weekend. It said gift card of your choosing. Did it? In the article, it said, oh, of your choice. A $500 gift card of your choice. Yeah. I have a question, though. How does that work? And how do you write that off as a company? Right? Do you have just an expenditure of, we have $2 million and we just kind of write that off? Like, or do you write in, we bought, 100 Amazon gift cards for $500. We bought 75,000 $25 gift cards. You know what I mean? Like what is it? You have to keep track of that. I mean, obviously, as a gamer, you don't give a shit, right? But as the company, you have to keep track of that stuff. World says, no way in hell could you play me to suffer. Play you? Pay you. Pay you to suffer through Marathon. I'd rather take a forever sleep in the brass bowl. Altern says, man, my weekend was half No Man's Sky till the shipbuilding bugged out, and the other half was playing Helldivers 2 with Aku. Just grinding those super credits. Yeah, if anytime someone sees me on, if you're on my friends list or whatever, hit me up. I love playing Helldivers. We're playing that tonight. We're playing that tomorrow. And then we're playing Path of Exile 2 on Wednesday. This afternoon, we're playing Battlefield 1. Sua says, Skull and Bones survived over Concord. That just tells you everything. I mean, to be fair, though, Ubisoft owed Singapore money. They had to. They were under contract. They had to get Skull and Bones out, and they had to keep it running for a certain period of time in the contract because they took the money. Titan says, marketing budget tax off. Oh, absolutely. I'm just wondering, it'd be funny because someone's like, I want $500 gift cards, but I want them in $10 increments. Do you know what I mean? Be like, I want $10 gift cards of the $500 gift cards in total. And the problem is, you can work, it says play for a minimum of 1 hour daily during a playtest window, but you can pay more. Are they only paying you up to $500? Because Eclipse says he's been on certain playtests where they stop you from playing. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens with that in the long run, because if they don't let you go over an hour, or if you do, once you hit your certain, because it just says you have to play test, right? It says the researchers study in the play test that will run for 30 consecutive days, okay, and will be required to play a minimum. So you have to play the 30 days. You have to play the 30 days. Otherwise, at the end of the 30 days, you only get paid for the days that you showed up. Z says my Allstate office would pay our bonuses with gift cards or gas cards, much better than getting paid, or bonus, which gets taxed. So they're getting around it by not paying taxes with that. Interesting. But there has to be something. They're not paying taxes on the money, but they have to be paying tax, right? They have to be paying something. Also, I need to message you to get your friend code again, because I play on PC only held leverage. Yeah. Next time I'm on tonight, just ask. I'll turn it. I'll give you the code, and then once you're on my list, then we're friends, right? I guess it depends on how Bungie deals with the gift card provider. Yeah, obviously it doesn't really fucking matter from a tester point of view. I'm just curious on how, as a business, when you're giving out gift cards like that, what the write-off is and stuff. You know what I mean? No, Sarge, 30 days, it's $16.66. It's not $12.50 an hour. No, it's 1 hour a day for 30 days. 1 hour a day for 30 days. Like, he literally does the math in the article. I said 17. He came out with 16.66. So it is minimum wage. Before we even read the article, just off the title, I was like, well, that's not a lot, right? But after reading the price of it for the hour a day for 30 days, it's actually the actual minimum wage. All right. Yep, I think that's how it works. Yeah, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see how, because if they're not paying taxes on the money, like, so not paying the employee, they're paying with gift cards. So is that a gift? And because it's under, hold on a second, and because it's under $600, they don't have to claim it. You see what I'm saying? So it might be a cutoff. It might be a cutoff because if it's under $600, you don't have to claim it. Arga says employee gifts and stuff bought with employees like pizza parties are usually tax write-offs, right? Hence the gift cards. Well, yeah, that's why it's a $500 gift card. So that's why I think it's under 500. So I don't think you can go over the 500 or over the hours. So this is a minimum of 1 hour a day, but I think it's only 1 hour a day, because if you go over, then they have to give over $600, and if they go over $600, then they have to claim it. Gift cards usually cap at 500. Yeah, but you can give multiple gift cards. If I'm paying you, Titan, so let's say I do 4 hours a day for 30 days. They owe me $1,999.20. They would have to give me four $500 gift cards or whatever, break it down. So the person that they're paying now has to take that and write that off on their taxes themselves. Right? But because it's under 500, you don't have to claim it. I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to say I'm 100% sure. I'm pretty sure. Because I know when I used to be a contract worker, if we only did a job and it was under $600, right? If it was under $600, you didn't have to claim it from that business. They don't have to claim you either. Little back end thing. And then some people pay you in cash. right? Like in the film industry, you don't want to spend $1 million on clothespins, but you spend $1 million on C-47s. You know what I mean? C-47s is a clothespin. So Ray says Marathon will fail because the art style is too sanitized, too clean. What's the point of having a power hardware to render the style of OG Xbox can render? I don't like the stylistic of it myself, Ray. I don't think it's pleasing to the eye. El Dente says it sounds like a lot of like a scam to me. What's a scam? I think my phone was too close to the cord. What sounds like a scam, though, El Dente? Here, let me look something up real fast. Let's see. For an employee who receives a $500 gift card, yes, the full amount must be claimed as taxable income. The IRS considers gift cards to be cash equivalents, meaning they are treated as the same as cash wages, regardless of their value. So here's a breakdown on how tax rules apply. If it's not a benefit of the IRS considers gift cards to be cash equivalent, and they are never excludable from income. Minimum value fringe benefit. This means that there is no tax-free threshold for gift cards given by employers. The amount does not matter. Whether the gift card is $50 or $500, the full amount is taxable. The gift card's value is not subject to threshold. So the entire $500 taxable income. The employer should report a W-2, and your employer is required to include the $500 value as part of the wages on your form of W-2 the year in which you received it. The subject to withholding, the gift card's value is subject to federal income tax withholding, Social Security and Medicare taxes, just like regular wages. Your employer may either deduct the taxes from regular paycheck or gross up the payment to cover the tax liability. What if the gift card is a personal gift? If the $500 gift card was given to you as a personal gift by a family member or a friend, it is not taxable income to you. The IRS gift card or gift tax rules apply to a person giving the gift, but the person receiving it is not responsible for reporting the paying the gift tax. So there you go. So that's what I was thinking of. Okay, because it's under $600. Now I'm not saying Bungie's doing this. I'm saying companies could do this, where instead of Bungie giving the gift card, okay, they just write it off as something else. And they give it like Tim gave such and such a gift to this person. Then they don't have to write it off. You see what I'm saying? If an individual, so it's a little weird, but we'll see what happens. Someone will be like 6 months, 8 months down the road, they'll be like, yeah, they taxed me or they didn't tax me or whatnot. Luke says, wow, gift card is cash. What a load of BS. Arga says, damn greedy as a government. Oh, I got a gift. No, we got a gift. All right, switching gears. And obviously, if anybody is an accountant out there, a business accountant and stuff like that, let me know in the comment section. Let me know. Hit me up in the Discord, like the back end on how that works with a company giving gift cards instead of actual wages. Like, what's the benefit, right? You see what I'm saying? What's the benefit of giving a gift card compared to paying a person? Now, obviously, if you're paying the person, it would have to be a independent contractor, and then you have to file taxes and stuff like that. But if I give a gift card, they still have to file taxes. But why would they choose a gift card over just giving them cash, like a check, because they're still getting taxed on it. So if anybody can clarify that, let me know, either in the comment section, in the live chat if you're listening to this after the fact, or in our Discord after the fact as well. Because honestly, I would like to know, why would a company rather pay gift cards than just bringing a person in and hiring them as a contract worker? Titan says gift card is easier to send out than a bank transfer, but they still have to. I think it's because of the paperwork, Titan, as far as signing people up as an employee type of thing and then paying them. Argus says probably just more paperwork and stuff, so they aren't an official employee. Right. Well, same with the contract worker. You're not an official employee, but you're a contract worker. You know what I mean? It's probably just because they don't want to fill out the fucking paperwork. I mean, that would have to be it, right? They're like, how do we hire all these people without putting them on the books? They're like, well, we'll just give them gift cards. They're like, oh, that's smart. Again, I would like to know. So if anyone knows or finds out, let me know. Next story. Next story is Blizzard is suing Turtle WoW creators. Mr. Luke says a friend here tests food and are given gift cards as payment. If you ever dig into that a little bit more, Luke, and ask them, like, how do they report that? Again, it doesn't matter from a gamer perspective. I just would like to know. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you pay someone in a gift card, and how is that better than paying them cash, where cash is king? Right? Like money. Like actual money. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I mean, I understand you can get a gift card for like Amazon, because Amazon's got like everything. But if you're like, I want a gift card to McDonald's. I want $500 gift card for McDonald's. Like, well, just give me the money, and then I can spend that money on anything I want. I don't want like a $500 Starbucks card. Do you know what I mean? I don't. It's just weird. All right. Blizzard is suing Turtle WoW creators. Can I just say something? I didn't know what the fuck Turtle WoW was. I still don't know what it is. I see this, I'm like, what the fuck is Turtle WoW? In my head, okay, Turtle WoW is WoW, but you're turtles. I don't think that's what it is. But just right away, just thinking about it, I'm like, Turtle WoW. I'm like, this can't be that popular, can it? Why would you be a Turtle WoW? Why would you play turtles in WoW? I'm not judging, I'm just asking, okay? But that's not what it is. I would hope that's not what it is, okay? If you guys like what I do, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning until noon Eastern. If you like it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5, okay? So Blizzard Entertainment has filed a lawsuit against the creators of Turtle WoW, a private World of Warcraft server that have recently been surging in popularity. Well, I wonder why. They're probably surging in popularity because they don't like the way WoW is going. I would just assume that they would rather play the older version, not the older version that Blizzard changed to be the older/newer version. Okay? It says the filing alleges a variety of transgressions, including a copyright and trademark infringement, potentially signaling the beginning of a tougher enforcement of Blizzard's intellectual property, at least in the World of Warcraft sphere. Okay, Turtle WoW launched in 2018, offering a classic experience based on the original version of Blizzard iconic MMORPG. While it has never been a mere recreation, it expanded significantly over time. Okay, nowadays, Turtle WoW differs from World of Warcraft, which features like additional playable races, leveling zones, quests, endgame content, and transmogrifications. In August of 2025, the fan-run community peaked at 44,000 concurrent players on all of its servers combined. That doesn't sound like a gigantic player base on a private server type of thing. Blizzard's like, we're losing people. Path of Exile stealing from Diablo from us. Marvel Rivals is stealing our Overwatch guys. And now Turtle WoW is stealing our players, all 44,000 of them. Blizzard is really hurting. They're like, we're not making money. We got to make money somewhere. Let's sue them. So Blizzard Turtle WoW lawsuit, various infringements. Turtle WoW may find it difficult to maintain its momentum moving forward as it has now found itself on the receiving end of Blizzard's lawsuit. Windows Central reports that filed in the Central District of California on August 29th, the complaint alleges multiple transgressions, including unauthorized use of the company's code art and branding materials. Now, Blizzard is thus accusing Turtle WoW creators for committing both trademark and copyright infringement. Now, I have a question. Para earlier, where was it? Para, what did you say? Let me scroll up. It says 30. Blizzard suing Turtle WoW. How can Blizzard sue a company using the public code? Is it public code? And are they making money off of it? That's the question. Right? If it's public code and you're allowed to use it for your own servers and whatever, are you charging for the game? That's the problem. Unless they're paying in gift cards. I don't know if that's true. Unless you pay in gift cards. Okay. It says the pirate server illegally uses our code. This pirate server, the pirate server, legally uses our code, assets, and trademarks to market an unprotected experience. So wait a minute. Is Blizzard trying to come out and say they're protecting? They're like, guys, at Blizzard, we are trying to protect people from being scammed. So we are suing you because we are the real. Let me tell you something. You can't tell people how to spend their money or their time. Okay? If the 44,000 people like playing on this pirated server illegally, okay, then let them be, because they weren't going to play your game anymore because they're not interested in your game. They're interested in this game, which was your game, that you changed so much that it's no longer that game, and they want to go play that game. Same as the people with Star Wars Galaxies, right? Someone's keeping that server up, and they're playing. There's like, I don't know, 6,000, 9,000 people playing that game, okay? So a company spokesperson said, given that the scale, the nature of the infringement, we need to pursue formal remedies to protect the world we've also built. Reading between the lines, Blizzard appears to see Turtle WoW as a direct threat to its still ongoing World of Warcraft classic, a recreation of the original MMORPG first launched in 2019. Now, I have a question, though. The pirated server started in 2018. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 7 years into the making of this thing, and now Blizzard's like, yeah, we got to do something about this. Shouldn't you have crushed this at the very start, like Take-Two does and Grand Theft Auto does when someone tries to do something? They crush that super fast. Blizzard has waited 7 years to put a lawsuit on this. It's a little weird, okay? It says, while some vocal users have previously described Turtle WoW as the WoW classic experience that we've always wanted. Exactly. So there you go. See, I know nothing. I played World of Warcraft 5 years in. Haven't played it since 2011. Okay, so I haven't touched the game in a decade and a half almost. Okay. I'm assuming these 44,000 people just don't want to play your game anymore because it's not World of Warcraft anymore. So Turtle WoW is that experience for them. So that's why they're going over there. Imagine, Blizzard, if you just made the game that people wanted from the beginning, then people would play your game. Make a game, sell a game. Okay? These people said, we don't like the way you're taking this WoW, so we're going to keep it the way it was. And then they did it. And Blizzard's like, well, you can't do that because it's in competition with us. But those people aren't playing your game anymore. Right? Those people aren't playing your game anymore because of the way you've changed it. So it says return to the official game. So with some of them even suggesting they have no interest in returning to the official game. Yeah, surprise. Okay. Very existence of the fan-run project can be construed as a potential threat to Blizzard's intellectual property. Turtle WoW is entirely free to download and play. So they're not charging that. There's no charging there. Turtle WoW is entirely free to download and play, though its developers are accepting donations, which potentially opens them up for allegations of profiting from copyrighted material. Well, you see what they should do here is they should accept donations in a gift card form. In a gift card form. No, I don't know what they should do. Them asking for accepting donations for someone else's work, that is sketchy. Okay? See, that's not a business model. A business model is not taking someone else's actual game and then letting people play and going, hey, since we're running the servers and stuff, we accept donations. Yes, because one person might give them $1, and another person might give them nothing, another person might give them $100. If they're getting money from the game for donations, I would have to go in to see what the way they ask for accepting donations and stuff like that. Because the game is free to download and play, it shouldn't harm anybody because they're not charging anybody. But I don't know. No, Jason, they changed it in a way where it's still not Classic WoW. It's like Classic WoW, but they still made changes, and people don't like it. 7 years later, though, I'm a little confused. It looks better, too, like an actual graphic upgrade. Argus says probably like 10 people playing the private server. No, the 44,000 people. 44,000 people, Argus, play on that. Isn't WoW Classic pretty much a OG WoW? It is not. There's a server I play, OG Final Fantasy 11, because they made it a lot easier now. And I like how it felt back in 2002. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, they made changes. So what Eclipse is saying is the same that's happened to WoW. So Blizzard made WoW Classic in 2019. But in 2018, Turtle WoW came out because they're like, we want to play old WoW. So they made old WoW. And yet, WoW came out with theirs, or Blizzard came out with theirs, and they changed it still, where it's Classic WoW, but it still doesn't feel like Classic WoW because they kind of updated a couple things, but people like playing the older version. Mr. Luke says, free WoW, this is why their butt hurt. I'm a little confused, Luke, because Para up above said that it's open public code. So I don't know. Okay. So one of the most popular add-ons for Turtle WoW is Mysterious of Azeroth. Okay, an expansion that explores the original game's lore and introduces a wide range of lore-friendly content in July of 2024. The developer unveiled Turtle WoW 2.0, promising a WoW client rebuild in the epic Unreal Engine 5 with a variety of modern features to boot. Faced with Blizzard's newly launched lawsuit, however, the fate of all of this project now appears to be uncertain. I'm a little confused on if it's public code or not. Let me look this up real fast. Let's see. No, the original World of Warcraft server is not public. It is in proprietary intellectual property owned by Blizzard. The source code for private servers is not from Blizzard, but was created through reverse engineering with projects like Azeroth Core now making their version public to under open source license. Okay. So there lies the crux. Okay. Their code is not open. It's not public code. Someone broke the code and then released that code publicly. But that code itself from Blizzard was never public. But here's the second part of the problem that I don't get. 7 years. 7 years that Blizzard knew about this company or these group of people making Turtle WoW and never did anything. But now they have some traction with 44,000 people, and everyone's like, well, that's a lot of money. Now, I know as a person that looks at this as a customer, as a gamer, you're like, Blizzard bad. They screw them, man, hitting on the little guys. But here's the thing. The official code versus private server code, okay? It says Blizzard's proprietary code Blizzard has never released. Here, I'll bring it up. Let me make it nice and big for you guys, okay? Blizzard's proprietary code Blizzard has never released the source code for its official servers. All official versions of the game, included vanilla and classic release, are run on Blizzard's private infrastructure. Private server emulator code, the private server community has spent years reverse engineering the game's original logic and analyzing network traffic between the client and the server. This work has led to the creation of server emulation projects, okay? The source code leaks in the early days, some alpha version server files, and also leaked while it's also fully complete. These files were used by early emulators, the foundation of being developed. So that's a major problem. Again, the problem I see here is that Blizzard took 7 years to give them a shit. Sarge says lawsuits mean that they are also being hurt financially by other versions, so they also have to respond. When it looks like a fan-made version is better than their corpo version, bam, lawsuit. Right, but it's been 7 years. But I guess because it was so small back in the day, and now because they have 44,000, that mark could have been 40,000. They were fine under 40, but now they went over 40, and now they're like, well, this could get worse for us, so we got to do something about it. What's going on, Aku? What's going on, Robert Jones? Right, so this is something that I like to do, right? I like going over stories like this, giving you my thoughts and opinions as we read the story, and then educating myself a little bit, okay? And if I don't know the answers, I look it up. I look up the stuff and read it to you, because obviously Parrot came in and said it's open code, and he's correct. It is open code, but it's open code because it was reverse engineered by the people that stole the code, right? So I stole the code. I didn't steal the code. I don't know anything about coding like that. Okay. They steal the code. They break down the code and release it open source. So they stole the code, broke it down, released the code to open source. Someone else took it and then made a WoW. And they've been reverse engineering it basically for the entirety of it. And now fans are making a better WoW. But companies have to protect themselves, right? So I see it both ways. I'm like, leave them alone. They're not doing a lot of harm to. But Blizzard right now is being attacked on all sides, right? They're being attacked on all sides. They're being attacked by Path of Exile 2 and losing a lot of people in Diablo. They're losing, and they're being attacked on the hero side with Marvel Rivals going 100% up against Blizzard in Overwatch, okay? And the MMO space, no other MMO really touches. I mean, there's like one or two, but not really in direct content. But now, like, if these guys, in my opinion, made like Path of Exile made Diablo clone, right? Marvel Rivals made an Overwatch clone. This is not a clone of World of Warcraft. It is World of Warcraft. Do you see the difference? Like, if they didn't make it World of Warcraft, and then say it was a Marvel version of it, or some other IP with it, then I don't think they would have a problem with it, because it's not World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has a problem with it because it's direct competition, because it's World of Warcraft. They're losing players to World of Warcraft from other World of Warcraft. Again, 44,000 players are not satisfied or happy with the original or the old school World of Warcraft, so they went elsewhere to find something they actually like. But this doesn't look good, because they probably will have problems because of the lawsuit going on. And I think Blizzard has every right for this particular one. But at the same time, those 44,000 people are not coming back to World of Warcraft. But they don't care about the 44,000. They're hoping that they do this lawsuit and stop other people from leaving World of Warcraft to go over there. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? August says Blizzard wishes they could get 44,000 more subs. I think they will make them come to WoW, which I doubt will work. Yeah, it's not going to work, Argus. Like, those people are done. right? Like, nothing could get Bungie to get me back to play Destiny 2. I'm done with Destiny, right? I have no interest in Destiny. So if I happen to find another game that was like Destiny and I started playing their Destiny game, they would never get me back because I'm done with Bungie's Destiny. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think they care about the 44,000, but they do care about if this gets, the wheel starts to get bigger and bigger, the boulder going downhill. They want to stop 66,000 or 88,000 people coming. You know what I mean? Corporos only allow fan made when they don't believe that the fan version of the game is better. As soon as it's perceived a threat, they have to kill it. I mean, look at Power World and Nintendo. They're threatened by something that was off kilter a little bit from Pokemon. Waterbear says Marvel versions of WoW would be epic. Right, Jones. 30 wants Destiny 1 Taken King vanilla servers. Right, I might, if a fan made that, I might go play their game. But I'm never going back to play Bungie's Destiny. You know what I'm saying? And I would go back, by the way, to play Destiny 1 because it's complete. I like Destiny 1. If we ever, like, one night went back and just reminisced of playing Destiny, like start a fresh character in Destiny 1, and me and Sarge, like, played through Destiny 1 for just the shits and giggles of it, sure, I would do that. But I'm never going back to play Destiny. Like, I'm not going to get Destiny 3. I'm not playing Destiny. I have no interest in Destiny. I have no interest in Bungie Destiny. Kraken says, imagine playing Destiny in the big 2025. I mean, it's an 11-year-old game. I would go back and play it. It's an amazing game. Destiny 1 was a fantastic game. I don't know what the hell it is now. That's not a dig on it. I just don't know what it is. I haven't touched it in 5-6 years. The crazy part is, more years have passed for me playing Destiny than I actually played Destiny, which is crazy. That's crazy, right? Because I played when it launched, and I played up religiously for the first 3-4 years of Destiny 1, and then the first 2 years or 1 year of Destiny 2, which is like an overlap, right? So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, wait. It came out in 14, right? 14 to 15, 15 to 16, 16 to 17, 17 to 18, 18 to 19. I played 5 years, yeah. Right? And now we're past that point. What about Destiny Rising? Not made by Bungie. It's on mobile. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then it's microtransaction hell, I would think. I hear you guys are liking it. I'm not going to try it. Robert Jones says, here I am thinking about buying a new D2 DLC while it's on sale. You do you. You do you. Waterbear says, Destiny Rising greater than Destiny 2. Sarge says, never going to happen. You wouldn't go back to play Destiny 1 just to bullshit one night? I'm not saying we're doing it anytime soon. I'm just saying. It's a complete game. It's not like they can do anything to the game. The whole game's there. You can play the entire game. It's like going back to play Mass Effect or Gears of War or Halo 1. What level are you guys in Helldivers 30? I might play with guys tonight. I am level 19 or 20. I think I'm almost level 20. It doesn't really matter what level you are. It's not like that game like that. The thing is with the Helldivers, Water, is that you need a couple of weapons to go up against some of the tougher enemies. So if I go to campaign or challenging and you're brand new and you haven't unlocked like the flaming shotgun or some of the other stuff, you're going to struggle a little bit because you're gonna have to constantly, put a whole clip into somebody. Where I have the eruptor and I'm like pow pow and done. You restarted your guy? I think I'm level 25 or so. Did you buy it on Xbox? All right, we're going to be talking about Battlefield next. No, PC, Xbox sucks. Gotcha. Yeah, I have a level 32 character, I think, or 32 or 35 on PC. Why did you restart? I've watched so much Helldivers 2 content of like weapons and war bonds and how to play the game a little bit to you don't have to do every single enemy. You don't have to engage every single enemy. You can sneak around, playing solo, how to farm stuff. So good. Last night we were playing, and I've never seen the fueling container. I think maybe we did over a year and a half ago. But it was funny because the fueling thing was there, and he was like fueling it up. So the pipe was going in, and you saw the things like spewing everywhere, right? And we were just standing there all just talking. Up in the upper right-hand corner, it says, connect lever. None of us read it. So we're just sitting there. We're being attacked by bugs and whatnot. And we're like, what's happening right now? And I walk up to it and it says, connect lever. And I'm like, oh, and I connect the lever. And then it legs in, and then it stops, and then the guy fuels up, and then you have to disconnect the lever, and then he takes off, and then another one comes in, and he connects the pipe, and then you connect it again. Like little things like that. The different missions that you go on is so good. Tomorrow they're bringing in where you have to drive an oil tanker, right? You have to drive an oil tanker. Like the cars, the mechs, the stuff is so good. I wonder if they're going to give you like a flying helicopter or something, because now there's flying enemies, right? There's flying enemies. So it'd be really interesting if you had like a mini copter or something to fight in the air. It'd also be cool if they did maybe a 8-player or 12-player like mode. That would be chaotic, man. That would be so chaotic. But it's a PvE, bigger war zone, like bigger map with 12 people. That would be chaotic. Just an all-out war. Just waves and waves and waves of whatever enemy you're fighting. And there's 12 of you. That would be great. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, tomorrow is the tunnel update. World says I just hooked my PlayStation 5 back up. Going to play some Helldivers later. If you want to play, I'll be on tonight. I'll put my my friend code up there. So if you guys want to play tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna be playing some Helldivers. We're gonna be playing a lot of Helldivers in the next couple weeks, maybe months. I have a goal set. So I want my super credits. I want my super credits, and I want to level up a lot of stuff. So. This time around, I haven't gone over challenging. I'm only doing, is that 3 or 4? No, I went one above. Level 5. I'm sticking around the 4 right now. Because I'm unlocking certain weapons, trying to get used to the weapons. Oh, one guy came in. There was 3 of us in. I was with a bunch of randos, right? I love these stories. I love these stories that you could tell, right? So one guy came in. And the other 2 guys, I joined them. You could tell that they were together. Like they were either talking in a party or whatever. They weren't talking to us, which is fine, right? You could tell they were working together because they were moving together and stuff like that. I happened to join them, and I was playing with them for about, 5 or 6 minutes. And then someone else joined us. When he joined in, the guys already made the shuttle come in for extraction. Okay? Well, the guy was like level, I want to say 60-something. And he comes over, and I happen to run up to the extraction point. He came in. Plane's coming in, and he kills everybody. Kills me, kills the other two guys, and then just starts to run through the map. Now, I was just helping them out. I knew there was other points around. I was just like, whatever, I don't care. He kills everybody and then doesn't revive us. He doesn't revive us. He starts to run around the map collecting the super credits and the samples and stuff. And I'm laughing. These guys are pissed off because now the text chat, he's like, trust me, I'm getting you guys super credits. I'm getting you all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. They're upset. They're like, screw you, get us back in. And they're shaking the thing because you're hitting the X. And I'm laughing. And I'm like, it's fine. I said, because he's gonna have to get us back in anyway. So he runs over to one of the doors, the double doors, and he needs us. So he has to launch one of us in. As soon as he launches one of us in, the other one's going to launch the other guy in, and so on and so forth. So we're all back in. So we're all back in. We open the door. He runs around. He's still doing the stuff. They go back to the extraction. Now, my guy, I'm staying far away. Because I don't trust the guy that killed us originally. Okay? So I get up on top of a building, right? They're all down there. He starts to shoot them and kill them again. Okay? I resupply them right at the end. The ship's about to come in. We're all alive. We all walk up. I take the guy out and I walk in. I take the guy out and then I walk in. It's fantastic. It's like just like these little stories that are happening in the game. So good. Argus says, I'll probably play tonight too. Now that I can play on Xbox every time. Everything above extreme is a pain in the ass for me so far. Eclipse says, I can't stop playing Path of Exile. Oh, you posted this weekend, right? Path of Exile. What was the number? Like 335,000 for Path of Exile for the number? Let me see. Yeah, 353,000 this weekend. It was huge, right? 353,000. Now, Helldivers, I don't think obviously got to that on Steam. Right? But total, with the actual population, it got to almost 400,000 or 500, almost 500,000 this weekend with everyone playing. I was like, holy shit. It was cool. Like, everyone came in, and we got the tournaments done. Big Mo says, so can we get everything before we extract, or do we have to extract at a certain time? You have 30. It all depends what the match is, Mo. So it could be a 40-minute match. And in 40 minutes, you can run around and collect everything. You can choose to just do the main mission and then extract. You could do the main mission, a couple things, and extract. You could do whatever you want. In the 40 minutes, you decide what you want to do. If you're going to play the game, you need the samples. You need the green samples, the common samples. You need the rare samples. You need the elite samples. You need all that stuff. Okay, so the higher tiers you go, the more resources that are on the map, and also the higher level ones are on the map. So everything in this game you need, right? You need medals to unlock stuff in the war bonds. You need the common samples to unlock your things inside the ship, okay, to unlock new things. You need the requisites to unlock the actual weapons and the stratagems and stuff. So the longer you stay on the board, right? So super credits get you free currency, like premium currency, to get the war bonds. The medals that you find in the match, and plus your major and minor updates or war bonds, get war bonds for you for medals. So you want to play the game as much as possible. Some people just jump in, do the mission, get out, and whatever. But the more you stay in, the more XP you get, the more samples you get, the more medals you get, the more super credits you get. It's all random, but going around the map and killing all the stuff. Plus, once you hit level 10 and you're shooting things with the guns, you're leveling up those guns, your primary weapon. And that's like a pull thing, right? Where if I want to level up my weapons, I have to use my primary. But if you don't like your primary, you're using your secondary, which is the heavy machine gun, any type of that other materials, the rail gun, and you're just using that, you can use that. So it's a very well done game, because if you just play the game, you unlock more stuff, which helps you in the long run. But you can just drop in, do the mission, drop out, get the XP, get a couple things, and then leave. All right, let's talk about Battlefield. Battlefield 6, dev admits that one of the game's biggest problems is probably still going to be a little bit clunky at launch. I don't know what they're talking about, but I'm going to agree, yes. I don't know what they're talking about right now, because I don't read the articles ahead of time. I only read the articles for the first time with you guys on chat. You guys submit them. So I don't know. Are they talking about the TTK? Are they talking about the UI? Are they talking about the hit detection? Are they talking about the net code? Like, what are they talking about? If you guys like what I do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning until noon Eastern. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above that, become a member as little as $5. All right, so let's see what they're talking about here. So Battlefield 6 dev admits that one of the game's biggest problems is probably still going to be a little bit clunky at launch. So a Battlefield 6 developer has admitted that the game's menus may not address every issue players had with it during recent beta in time for launch. Some Battlefield 6 fans criticize the game's in-game UI, and it seems Battlefield Studios is aware of the feedback so far. Complaints about Battlefield 6 menus often center on the fact that it also has been taking a title-based approach, which is particularly control-friendly. However, the end result is something that users might typically expect to see from a streaming service like Netflix, or rather than the video game. It also at least how much the criticism was framed. Many players prefer the vertical menus of old and also would like to see them make a return in the new game. Well, at least they have a scoreboard, right? Right? So Battlefield 6 menus won't be exactly the same what some players want at launch. Well, can I just say, I don't know who, I've said this in the past as well, I don't know who's looking at these menu and UI systems and is like, yeah, that looks good. I really don't. Like, these are probably the same people that like the new Cracker Barrel setup, where it's like sterile and like it looks like a cafeteria in a hospital. Okay? Boggles my mind. You look at it and go, yeah, this looks great. Like, I don't know about you. I like stuff not like lived in. You know what I mean? Like in actual stuff. And then when you play a game, you want the UI system to look good. You don't want it to look sterile and like just boring. Right? Something simplistic. Again, the controller over the years, decades, has stayed the same. You put buttons on it. They've added more buttons. But there's nothing better than just using your thumb and pushing the thing, right? You don't need all the windows. You don't need to make it look like Netflix. Okay, speaking to PC Gamer, Battlefield Studios technical director Christian Bullo confirmed that the development team is looking at the feedback players gave about the Battlefield 6 menus. We showed that video last week from Ghost Gaming. He showed the guy who worked on it in a weekend and showed what the UI could look like. They should just hire that guy. He already did the work for him. Like, he literally did the work for him. Just hire the guy that did the work. Done. Done. He already did it. It's already done in the beta. Do you know what I mean? They're like, I don't know if it'll be ready at launch. The dude did it in a weekend. Someone that doesn't work for DICE fixed the menu system in a weekend. Yet they're like, yeah, I don't know if it'll be done by the time a game launches. The guy fixed it in a weekend. If you can't fix the UI before the game comes out, I don't know what to tell you, because a guy made it from scratch in a weekend. Obviously, between now and launch, we're also looking to improve the based on some of the biggest feedback. There was also a lot of developers to learn from the Battlefield 6 open beta, and it appears the criticism was cut through, or has cut through. Players shouldn't expect everything to be solved overnight. Though with Battlefield 6 release date just over a month away, Christian also does admit that it's probably still going to be a little bit clunky when it launches, but we're also going to continue to improve it going forward. How large are these changes to the menu will also be remain to be seen. I hate the fact that they write an article like this and say players shouldn't expect everything to be solved overnight. Though with Battlefield 6 release date about a month, right? No, you 100% should expect, as a gamer who's giving $70, $80, $90, $100, $120 to people, that the game comes out and it's not broke, buggy, and unfinished and have to wait 6 to 12 months for things to get fixed. That is not hard to understand. That's not wrong of me to want something that works when it's launched and out. I don't know. It's just crazy. Okay. To the open beta for Battlefield 6 has been both a blessing and a curse. Undeniably helped to build some hype for the game and given Battlefield Studios a better idea for the game's highlights and flaws. However, it's also potentially exposed some bigger issues with Battlefield 6 controversial map sizes. It's worth remembering, though, that the open beta did not feature every map in the final game, so it's possible this complaint was also proved to be overblown at launch. Look, again, make a game, sell a game. You put a game out, and it should be complete. You put a game out for people to see it and the highlights and the flaws and people telling you what's right or wrong about it, and you take the good with the bad, right? There's a show back in the day called The Facts of Life. You take the good, you take the bad, right? Like that, Facts of Life. The Facts of Life. Okay? So, like, that's what the test was for. To give feedback, to say, hey, this is bad, this is good, this is okay. But for some strange reason, they look at this and say, well, we can't get that done. We can't get that done. Let me see if I can find Ghost Gaming again with the UI. Right? I think it was Ghost Gaming. Let me see if I can find it. Is it Ghost Gaming? Yeah, Ghost Gaming. Okay. Let's see if I can go find this one that we watched. It was like a week ago, right? Loadout, maps, gameplay, 3 days ago. Hell domination, easy cosmetics. It wasn't that long ago, was it? Oh, did I watch it? Give me a second. I watched it with my other account. 30 install gaming account. Yeah, here it is. Is this it? The news? Game-breaking bug. Everything wrong with this. Battlefield 6. Ton of work. Which one was it? Was it this one?
With Battlefield 12.
Nope, not that.
Oh.
I gotta find the one that I watched. Nope, that's not it either.
And
XP, Gauntlet launch. Nope, I don't know. I can't find the menu one. He posted one in the on his channel about the menu system, and I can't find it now. Was it 2 weeks ago that we posted it? Oh, I think it was this one. Come on. No, it's the map size. No.
It's not.
We're going down the rabbit hole, and I can't find it. We'll leave it at, we'll leave it be. Robert Jones says, I've been playing Delta Force on console. I don't care about Battlefield 6 until after launch now. The Delta Force UI is terrible. They're almost like the same, Jones. Delta Force is just like 2042. Ron Slusher says, which one, Ron? Says, since when is an EA game launched in a working condition? Never. They need to like it with Battlefield 1's menu as all games linked up scrolling between them easy. I don't understand why they make it so difficult. You know what I mean? Mo says, so the grind, the low levels for super credits? Yeah, so the way you want to do it, I forget the actual planet. If you go, Mo, and pick Trivial, the lowest setting, and then go to the Terminants section, if you're looking at the map, it's the last square. It's like shaped like a, like a down, then up, and whatever. And I think the planet starts with a G, Grant, something. Click that and just run around the map, and you'll find super credits. Right? Bugs won't really bother you. I mean, they can kill you if you get overwhelmed and whatnot, but you can just travel around real fast. I gotta find this. Okay, it was 2 weeks ago. Look at this right here.
Yo, what is up, guys? It Ghost here. Welcome. And with that said, let's just jump. And
Look.
let's just watch.
A guy did this, not this guy. This is Ghost Gaming. Okay, he didn't do it. He's talking about it, right? The article says that it's not going to be done by the time the game comes out. Meanwhile, a dude in his basement somewhere, maybe not a basement, okay, but someone in his house somewhere made this UI system. It didn't take him 2 months. Didn't take him 2 years. It took him a day. A weekend?
Watch this little video here together.
Look how,
so we've got all the game modes here
simplistic
on the
this
left
is.
side. You click on the game mode, you've got open and close weapons, you've got all the different maps there.
Just pay this guy. Just pay the man who made the UI right here to come in and make your UI done. Done. It's already done. He already made it. It's already done.
A filter within, you then just simply hit matchmake. Here we have the loadouts tab, so we've got all the 4 different classes. Then you've got your weapons and gadgets. And
look how nice and simplistic it looks.
then it just takes you straight into the loadout screen there. So if we just sort of pause a couple of seconds here.
Look, you pick Conquest, and in Conquest you pick Close or Open. You pick the maps that you want in the locations, okay? And in the beginning, he does this and goes down each of the levels, right?
Reddit.
Look.
And let's just watch this little video here together.
Goes down to Breakthrough.
So we've got all the game modes here on the left side. You click on the game mode, you've got open and close weapons, you've got all the different maps there.
Go through the Breakthrough, King of Hill, Domination, Squad Deathmatch.
A filter within. And I sincerely thought that was basically just going to be placeholder. And now that the beta's here, I'm starting to think maybe it's not. I really think guys can do better. They've done so many things right in Battlefield 6. It would be a bit of a letdown if they didn't improve on that, I think. I would say as well, I would like to see the...
Like, it boggles my mind that the company making the games, like, it's just gonna take us a really long time to do this. It's not gonna be out at launch. He missed the store tab.
Icons change here for the 4 classes.
It makes no sense to me how someone can do it in the weekend.
They're a bit...
And they're like, don't expect it at launch. All right, it's gonna be a little rough patch.
Arty-farty. Like, I don't see why they had to reinvent the wheel here. I know I've mentioned this before, so I won't bang on about it, but yeah, I think most of you guys will agree with me there. And then also the loadout screen here, like where your gadgets are placed, how you get into the loadout or the gunsmith for the weapon as well, I think needs some work. I know you can just right click on it, but like there's too many clicks. There are too many clicks to get to where you need to go. Now something else.
Only 28 steps. It's only 28 steps to go to attachments, to go through the thing, to get to the attachments, to get to the gun, to put the thing on, to go to the firing range, to come back, just to fix it if you don't like it, to go all the way back to the start. It's like... A clip says, but the store, it's not the first tab, 30. That's unrealistic. It's mind-boggling to me. Like, don't expect, and then people write articles, don't expect it to be fixed by the time it launches. Okay. And don't expect me to buy your game at launch. Complete game? Buy. Not complete game? No buy. Don't have all the game modes? No buy. Right? Don't have all the maps? No buy. Are the maps broke, buggy, and unfinished like they were in 2042? No buy. All right, so let's go to the other story. The new Battlefield 6 Battle Royale gameplay leaks online. Surprise! Imagine. There's so many leaks in the Battlefield boat. It's the Titanic, and I don't want it to be like the Titanic, like it's going to sink and it's going to fail. But for God's sakes, man. You know what I mean? Like, let's seize it up here. Okay, gameplay for the upcoming Battlefield 6 Battle Royale game mode has been leaked online. The gameplay originally appeared on the Chinese social media site Bilibili, but has since found its way onto other social media platforms. The clip, which you can watch below for now, is 1 minute and 53 in length. In the short time, you can also see the start of the mode, swimming mechanics, building destruction via a sledgehammer, and more. Okay. Now, I'm not going to play this. The fact that it's still up is surprising because they probably would have taken it down by now. Okay, but I'm not going to click it. Okay. Though the details remain slim, the new game mode was confirmed during Battlefield 6 reveal back in July. What is currently known is that there will also be standard Battle Royale mode, as well as a more competitive mode called the Gauntlet. So there's two modes. There's the Battle Royale mode, and there's the Gauntlet mode. Okay? While it won't launch alongside the game, the new mode will be free to play, and it's EA's challenge to Call of Duty's Warzone. Okay? Insider Gaming first reported the existence of the Battle Royale mode in early 2024, and although the gameplay footage above is new, it's not the first leak related to the mode to surface online. In recent weeks, gameplay points out of interest, and the map have all been leaked through each and also taken down within hours. So when was this article? September 1st, this morning. So let me see if this still work. Nope, it still works. So it hasn't been taken down yet. Okay. So Battlefield 6 release on October 10th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, X, and PC. And if you're hoping for a Nintendo Switch 2 version of the game, a game led by Vince Zampella has confirmed that there is no plans to bring it into the new system, as EA is also focused on where the core Battlefield audience plays. What do you think of the gameplay from Battlefield 6? I mean, I would like to... Let's click on this. Let's click on this. I don't want to watch the footage, okay, but I want to see what people are saying about this. Someone says, can we please get footage from someone who isn't suffering from epileptic seizures on the mouse? Okay. Send me something, please. Uploading. Oh, there's another one. Oh, don't want to watch that, so there's more. The leaks or break the NDA. Posting them doesn't harm your account? Question mark. They've had blocked my account many times, but they just delete the videos and nothing happens. So there you go. They don't actually care. Okay, they actually don't care. I like destruction. I like destruction, but destroying a building with a hammer isn't a bit absurd. So apparently the sledgehammer, you can hit the buildings and break the buildings down. We knew it could break the floors, so obviously you can just smash a building down. Someone says, definitely Warzone is dead. The map looks incredible. Can't wait to play it. This person says, COD killer. This is not supposed to call a battle royale. The game mechanics is pure garbage. This is not even supposed to call a battle. Wait, This is not even supposed to call a battle royale. Okay, that's not. Oh my God, what the hell is this? Warzone is dead as fuck. I really like swimming in the video because it's very similar to that of BTF4. Let's see what else people are saying. I hope the hammer destruction is nerfed. Maybe 10 hits to hit down a building, not 2. So 2 hits hits a building down. Okay? This person says, God, I hate battle royales. The dive has back. The dive has back. People don't know how to type, huh? I'm a full conquest or rush, but already with the adding technical destruction in battle royale mode is already giving it extra points for killing Warzone. I love how all these people want Call of Duty dead, but they're the ones that killed Call of Duty. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand. Snowrunner's got an update today. Saints Row Oh, what? What are we doing here? Battlefield's not going to kill COD. No, there's an article last week saying that Battlefield is already beaten by COD because people that just on autopilot buying COD every single year is going to beat Battlefield 6. Here's a video or article. Saints Row reboot reportedly started as direct sequel to Saints Row 3. Saints Row reboot. I should probably put that. Let me put that in the news articles for tomorrow. You never know what we're going to get. Never played one, not going to start. Saints Row 1 was actually pretty good. It was a nice competitor for Grand Theft Auto. Here's another one. Marathon tries to avoid Battlefield 6 leak fest ahead of new closed test. What? 9 minutes of Battlefield 6's Battle Royale mode just leaked and it looks massive. Chat, do I watch this? Do we watch it and then I just remove it from the channel later if I get hit? It's 9 minutes. Let's see. How come it won't go full screen? Hold on. This is not through YouTube. 9 minutes of your life that you won't get back. Don't bother. Well, I kind of want to see it. I mean, we're a news show. We look at stuff. Here, we'll start somewhere just to look at it. We'll put no sound. This is, yeah, things are just popping in. Here's the thing. Is this just popping in, or is this what the game's going to look like? I understand what the guy was talking about now, where epileptic seizure going on here. Oh, that water looks rough right now. Okay. Why not both? Because I'm afraid if the sound could get hit. I guess, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're right, Alter. Because if it gets hit, it gets hit. Sledgehammer. 2-hit sledgehammer. Okay. Understand what the guy was saying about now. That was 3 hits. All right, we're gonna fast forward. I don't feel like watching a guy. So wait a minute. Did he just? It's the same. It's the same thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is way early. Look, like all the stuff. Okay, now it came in. It looks, and I'm not trying to be mean to be mean. Obviously, it's okay. There it goes. I don't know what he's playing on, but a lot of the detail wasn't popping up. Now it is. You know what the best part is? The dude's name is the dude's name is right across the fucking screen, and he's just like, I don't care. Can't break that wall, huh? Can you smash a car? This just hurts. Just to know that Battlefield is this. This is it now. 4-man squad, Battle Royale. He does it twice. Okay. Map looks pretty big. You got an airstrip over here. Gotta wait 30 seconds for all the details to kick in. Can you get in the vehicle? Nope. Oh, there's a ladder. That's going to break the game, by the way. It's going to break the game. You can pick up your ladder afterwards. People are worried about people getting on top of rooftops, but there's a ladder, and they're going to fix the glitch inside of Cairo. Get out of here. Yeah, he repeats it twice. I like how it says 9 minutes of video, but it's repeated 3 times. All right. Sarge is right. It's not worth the time. Not worth the time. Escape from Tarkov 1.0 is coming to this November, and yes, it's finally getting a Steam page. There you go. What is this from Cyberpunk? Oh, no, that's not Cyberpunk. Oh, it is Cyberpunk. Important message from the NUSA. Citizens from President Rosalind Myers. Okay, whatever that is. I didn't play the game, so I have no idea. Ant Gamer is releasing a 1000 hertz gaming monitor next year with a helping hand from AMD. Those chances are also really don't need it. Okay, 1000 hertz. 1000 hertz. 80% off Hogwarts Legacy right now. Luke says, it's no glitch if you can get up there. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But everyone's like, you can't get up on the highway. Like, let them get up on the highway. Who cares? Real Battlefield people don't care. Nobody cares. What is this? Battlefield, repair and destroy vehicles, arm MCOMs, disarm MCOMs, drop and destroy mines, maybe a little more. Every engineer's best friend back looking for better before ever before in. So apparently inside of Battlefield 6 there's going to be your little machine over here. So you can fight the guys without ever going up to them. So you can just take the machine instead of getting caught yourself. You can remote control robots used to repair and damage vehicles, arm, disarm, MCOMs, place and destroy mines. So now you're going to see a bunch of engineers playing the game that can have 10 rockets. Okay. You're going to see the robot moving up, and there's going to be like 10 robots all going in, and you're going to blow them up, but it doesn't really matter because while you're blowing them up and fighting the robots, then the person comes behind you and murders you. Let's see what people are saying about this. Let's see. Wonder if this gadget might be usable in campaign mission as well. Can we get a player card title? Remembrance of Thick 4, please. A month of the week left. Wally. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens with that thing. I know it was in the game before. What else do we have this morning? We'll probably watch some videos tomorrow as well. It was in the game before, though, Sarge. We'll see what happens with it. Battlefield 6 is a Battlefield 3 remake. Yeah, I would say it's a Bad Company / Battlefield 3 remake. Yeah. Luke says Johnny 5 and Battlefield 6 confirmed. Star Wars mod coming to red R2D2 skin? Wait, Star Wars mod coming in R2D2 skin? Star Wars mod for what, Luke? Oh, you're saying for Battlefield 6, R2 mod skin coming. Gotcha. I was like, wait a minute. I'm looking to see what else we got going on. Fair Games is once again under scrutiny as a creative director has left Haven Studios to join Warner Brothers Games Montreal. Well, I guess we'll read that tomorrow. Or sometime this week. Oop, that's the wrong one. Fair Games, I don't think it's going to come out. Well, actually, it'll come out, but it'll fail miserably. Massive Entertainment says, we've already been 1 year since the release of Star Wars Outlaws to the world. Thank you for being part of the journey and sharing the joy on every step of the way. It's an anniversary video. Didn't sell well. Harry Potter reunion is never going to happen, director says. When did Starfield come out? It came out in September of 2023, right? Helldivers 2-player co-op split screen is technically feasible, says CEO. Well, let's read this. Helldivers 2 CEO has stated that the split screen co-op feature is technically possible and is on the developer's list of features to investigate. Helldivers 2 is experiencing the best time since launch, with also the game releasing on the brand new platform of Xbox Series consoles. It's also hitting the highest concurrent player count in Steam since April 2024. Moreover, the game also has received a legendary Halo ODST war bond recently. Spot on the Game Rant, a player recently asked about the Helldivers 2 split screen support on the game's official Discord. And the CEO, Arrowhead Studios, responded saying that co-op split screen for Helldivers 2 is technically feasible, but isn't sure whether or not its feature players really want. I mean, you could do it. I don't see why it wouldn't be a thing. You have to go a long ways though. You can't do split because you need to see you need to see everything around you. You would just miss, the top a little bit. There's also a chance we may hear something about it, but players shouldn't get their hopes up too high. Since the advent of the online co-op, offline split-screen co-op has begun to disappear from games, with almost no recent games offering a feature anymore. Split-screen co-op could be a great addition for Helldivers 2, but it also depends on execution. However, it as a PvE title's local co-op option might be something players might be genuinely interested in. Regardless, it also would have to wait and see if Arrowhead takes action. I don't think it needs to be, but here's a perfect example, right? Like, this is what the screen would look like, right? It would be cut in half, and you would have less headroom above your character. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the size of the screen you would have. So this is why I bought it on Xbox, so I could play with my son, but we have two systems. It would make sense, though. It would be fun if you could do, I don't know if you could do 4-player where you do the smaller screens, that would be hard. That would be hard. But the 2-player co-op, I think you can do on the split screen, for sure. Split screen in Helldivers sounds way too chaotic. I think it's fine. I mean, Helldivers itself is chaotic. I don't know if there's a huge asking for it, though, you know? No Man's Sky has hit 91,000 concurrent players on Steam, the highest since it launched. That's pretty cool. Oh, did you guys see? Hold on a second. Let me show you what someone built in No Man's Sky. This is on the other day. Where is it? Oh, was it in... I think it was on Sean Murray's feed. Like, it was insane. It was literally like this giant pirate ship. I don't know if I could find it now. I was like, holy Christ. How did someone build that? It had sails and everything. Oh, did you post it in Discord? I think Altern posted it in Discord, right? Yeah, it was this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this thing's insane. Look at this. Look at this thing. Like, what? That is so cool. Like, the amount of people that make stuff in games, man, it's just so crazy. Like, you fly it back here so you can't see shit because you're looking through all this stuff. But, man, that's some cool stuff. Yeah, 15 sales, and none of them actually do anything. Hey, look. It looks cool, right? What's happening here?
Okay, southeast. Danger, southeast.
Joining the fray.
Marking location, southeast.
Yep. That's it's yeah, that's about right. That's about right. It's just oh, you know what you know what I realized? Check this out. So my son was playing Helldivers the other day. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let me see if I can find Helldivers. No. Helldivers 2. I'm trying. I want to find a montage video. Helldivers 2 montage. video? Anybody? Did anybody ever? Okay. I'm going to put this up. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to shut their music off. I'm just picking a random clip here. Random clip. Okay. And then I'm going to play Helldiver's music, my Helldiver song over this. Are you ready? Here we go.
Drop to die for super earthquake firefly. Falling like a meteor, justice from the sky, landing on my teammate's face. Oops, at least he tried. My guts in my teeth, robot parts in my boot. I asked for ammo, got a turret to the snoot. I'm not a hero, I'm a highly trained mistake with a stratagem plan and a back that'll break. Hell, dive or die, scream democracy while we melt the sky. Ride the fire, feel the blast, and blow your squad to bits real fast. Hell, dive or die, call in freedom, then kiss it goodbye. If you ain't on fire, are you even alive? We bring peace through overwhelming firepower. I summoned a meth, it crushed our team. That's just part of the Helldiver dream. Extraction zones a mile away. I called the shuttle, now it's DOA. Friendly fire, yeah, that's the drill. We don't aim bad, we just aim to thrill. So we strategize the night, but you pressed the wrong one. Temporary reinforcements inbound, landing right on your buns. Separate mission at success, except for Dave, who's gone. Separate super Earth, that's you. Now respawn and march on. Hell, live or die. Crusade of chaos.
Yeah, this is my song over
from the
some
sky.
random clip,
We
huh?
fight for peace with guns and spite.
I wanted something more
Bugs through
epic,
friendly
but-
night fire. Hell, live or die. One wrong move and you'll fly high. We lose with pride and rageful flair. Hell, Davers, death is everywhere.
Freedom isn't free. It cost 4 lives, a misfired rocket, in Jenkins' last med pack.
Yeah, this is not edited. I literally just picked some random person's video. Helldiver 2 edit that is so good the game dev acknowledged it.
6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, up and down again. Get what's in front of them. Men go mad with watching.
Pure cinema. I want like a montage. It doesn't matter what you put it to. My point is, you could take my song and put it to any gameplay, and it looks badass. All right, let's see here. As a matter of fact, if you guys play the game and you have a clip or something, go ahead and use the song. right? Use the song. It goes amazing with it. Because I played it on my phone when my son was playing, and we were laughing. I was like, this is so good. All right, what time is it? 12 o'clock? I'm going to go eat some lunch, and then in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes? About 40 minutes or so, we'll be back. We'll be playing some Battlefield 1 with Mr. Luke today over on 30 and Still Gaming. So make sure you go check that out at 12:45. We'll probably start the stream between 12:45 and 1 o'clock. Appreciate it very much. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. I do appreciate you very much for coming out and hanging out with us for the 2 hours that we do from 10 to 12. Other than that, make sure you guys go check out other videos. Let me see if I think the other game, I'm sorry, the new song did release. I just don't know if it's on Spotify yet. Always Online. It is not on there yet. But Always Online is a new song that you guys could download, stream, and whatnot. Appreciate it very much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Patch it, drop it, up there again. Welcome to the world that never ends.
Run, escape, open doors in 01. Browse a world where grinding was fun. Halo 2 brought online fight. Xbox Live, friends all night. World of Warcraft ruled the land. Raids and guilds, a global band. Guild Wars said no sub, just buy. Fantasy Star Online reached the sky.
These five, run, escape, Halo 2, Wild Guild Wars, be it.
Always online, patching through time. Living worlds we buy and grind. Seasons turn, the loot rolls in. Every reset we log back in. From pixel towns to battle scenes. We're chasing live service dreams. League of Legends, free to play reign. Skins and champs, the money chain. Team Fortress 2 with hats on show. Cosmetic cash flow starts to grow. Destiny promise, 10-year plan. Shared world shooter for every fan. Warframe rising from the dust. Space ninja grind you learn to trust. Hearthstone cards became a trend. Digital decks with no real end. Always online, patching through time. Living worlds we buy and grind. Events drop, the hype begins. Every update pulls us in. From mobile fights to cosmic scenes. We're chasing live service dreams. Overwatch squads and payload wars. Seasonal skins unlock the doors. Pokemon Go got us outside. Catching mons with AR pride. Fortnite drop, the island's hot. Battle Pass gold, the juggernaut. PUBG built the BR craze. Winner, gameplay stays. Apex Legends, squad-based flair. Respawn spin kept players there. Always online, patching through time. Living worlds we buy and grind. Seasons roll, the meta spins. Every patch we dive right in. From payload runs to battle scenes. We're chasing live service dreams. Genshin Impact, got to rise. Anime worlds beneath the skies. Call of Duty, Warzone fight. Dropping in each endless night. Final Fantasy second thrives. MMO King, it still survives. Roblox builds with endless play. User worlds lead the way. Marvel Rivals joins the show. Superhero squads all set to go. Always online, patching through time. Living worlds we buy and grind. From raids to drop, from skins to wins. Every era pulls us in. History told in data streams. We're chasing live service dreams.